Not all dollars are created equal. Some $1 coins, once thought ordinary, are now collectors' treasures, worth far more than their face value. Today, we'll explore rare and valuable American dollar coins that hold fascinating history and unique surprises. Let's get started. Sometimes a coin becomes interesting not because of its age, but because of what happened during the short period it was made. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is one of these examples. It was introduced as a new idea for everyday money, yet the small number of unusual varieties and rare minting issues from this first year have made it one of the most searched for modern U.S. coins. The Susan B. Anthony dollar began production in 1979 as part of an effort to create a smaller and lighter dollar coin. The previous Eisenhower dollar was large and heavy, so the mint hoped a smaller coin would circulate more easily. The design featured Susan B. Anthony, a leader in the women's suffrage movement, surrounded by an 11-sided border and a reverse showing the Apollo 11 lunar module. Even though it was well intended, the new coin faced an immediate problem. Its size and color were extremely close to the quarter. Many people accidentally mixed the two, so the Anthony dollar never became fully accepted in everyday use. Large numbers of the coins were produced, but many ended up stored in banks and government vaults rather than being spent. However, this first year of production created some varieties and errors that are now rare and valuable. Collectors focus closely on 1979 because it is the year with the most interesting die changes and the biggest differences in mint marks and strike quality. One of the most important varieties from this year is the 1979 P wide rim, also called the near date. Early in the Philadelphia Mint's production run, a die was used that had a noticeably thicker rim, causing the date to appear closer to the edge of the coin. This design was only used briefly before the Mint switched to the more common narrow rim design. Because of this short production window, the wide rim is much harder to find today. Many people overlook the difference because it's subtle at first glance. But when you compare a wide rim to a standard 1979 P, the spacing between the rim and the date becomes clear. This small spacing difference is exactly what makes the wide rim version valuable. Only a fraction of the entire 1979 Philadelphia mintage carries the wide rim design, so finding one in high-grade condition is challenging. San Francisco coins from this year also bring attention. All 1979 Anthony dollars were made as proofs, which means they were struck with special dies to produce mirror-like surfaces. During this year, the mint used two different mint marks, the filled S and the clear S, also known as Type 1 and Type 2. The filled S has a softer, more closed shape, while the clear S is sharp and clean. The clear S was introduced late in the year and was used for a much shorter time. As a result, the 1979 clear S proof is significantly scarcer and more desirable. Collectors often seek the highest grade examples, and the clear S proofs that remain flawless are considered premium pieces for the entire series. Apart from known varieties, a number of genuine mint errors from 1979 also increase the coin's value. These include off-center strikes where part of the design is missing because the blank was not properly centered. There are also double strikes, creating overlapping details in the date, letters, or portrait. Some coins show clipped planchets where a small portion of the metal blank was improperly cut out before striking. Other errors involve die cracks, extra metal, or unusually strong strikes that left deeper details than normal. These mistakes are always limited, because once detected, the mint replaces the damaged dies or adjusts the machinery. This makes surviving examples both unusual and collectible. Condition also plays a major role in value. Many Susan B. Anthony dollars from 1979 suffer from bag marks, small dents and scratches caused by the coins rubbing or hitting each other during transport. Even uncirculated examples often show contact marks because they were stored in large quantities and not handled carefully. A coin with strong original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp detail is much harder to find than it might seem. Collectors especially look for coins graded near the top of the scale, because only a small percentage of 1979 Anthony dollars achieve those levels. A rare variety in poor condition may still be interesting, but it is the combination of rarity and high-grade surfaces that leads to impressive prices. Another factor is that the Anthony Dollar series was short-lived. After 1980 and a smaller run in 1981, production stopped until 1999, when the mint used the design one last time before switching to the Sacagawea dollar. This limited time frame means that certain dies, mint marks, and varieties from 1979 represent the earliest and most significant parts of the series. Because of all these factors, short-lived die varieties, rare mint mark types, limited error survival, and difficulty finding clean surfaces, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar has become a key coin for modern collectors. Every time a new example appears in high grade or with an unusual minting feature, it draws immediate interest. Professional grading services play an important role in confirming the authenticity and quality of these rare pieces. When a 1979 wide rim or a 1979 clear S proof receives a top grade, it stands out from the rest and often becomes one of the finest known examples. The smaller the population of high-grade coins, the higher the value tends to climb. Over the years, several 1979 Anthony dollars have reached strong prices at auctions and private sales. Coins with rare features, clean surfaces, sharp strikes, and error attributes consistently attract collectors who understand their scarcity. These sales show how much difference a small detail can make in the coin world. Among the rarest examples known, one coin stands out due to its exceptional condition combined with a significant variety. This specific 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, confirmed by experts and graded at one of the highest levels recorded for its type, reached an impressive value of $85,000. Now let's move on to the second coin, and this one comes from a year many collectors overlook because it feels too recent to hold anything rare. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar is a modern coin, widely distributed, heavily promoted, and minted in huge numbers. But within that massive production run are a few rare varieties and unusual minting mistakes that turn an ordinary-looking dollar into a valuable collectible. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced in 2000 to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar. It featured a new golden-colored alloy that stood out from other U.S. coins. The design honored Sacagawea, an important guide and interpreter during the Lewis and Clark expedition. Her image, carrying her child, was chosen to reflect strength, guidance, and cultural significance. The reverse showed a soaring eagle, representing opportunity and forward movement. When production began, the mint struck hundreds of millions of coins for circulation. Philadelphia handled the majority, which is why the 2000 version is the most common. The idea was to get Americans comfortable with using a dollar coin again. Although the effort didn't fully succeed, the first-year coins have become a focus for collectors because several unusual varieties emerged. One of the most important and well-known rarities is the 2000 Cheerios dollar. As part of a promotion to introduce the new coin, the Mint and General Mills placed a small number of early Sacagawea dollars in cereal boxes. Most of these coins appear normal, but a very limited number were struck from an early reverse die that shows extra detail in the eagle's tail feathers. This reverse design was later modified, making the Cheerios version far scarcer. These coins are difficult to identify without close inspection. The additional tail feather detail is fine and precise, and only trained collectors or those using magnification often spot it. Because only a small group was distributed, the total number of surviving Cheerios dollars is believed to be very low, making it one of the most sought-after modern U.S. coins. Another rare group of 2000 Sacagawea dollars consists of minting errors. One of the most significant types is the off-metal strike, where the coin was accidentally struck on the wrong planchet. These planchets might have been intended for foreign coins or for other denominations. When a Sacagawea design appears on an unexpected metal composition, the result is a unique error that collectors value highly. There are also off-center strikes, where part of the design shifts toward the edge, leaving blank space on one side. Some coins show multiple strikes, where the coin received more than one pressing, causing overlapping designs. Other examples include broad strikes, die cracks, partial blank edges, and coins with unusual metal streaks created during the rolling or cutting of planchets. Each type of error tells a small story about what was happening inside the mint's machinery at that moment, and each one increases the value when the coin is preserved in strong condition. Condition is another key factor. Although the Sacagawea dollar is modern, the metal alloy can be sensitive. The golden finish shows marks easily, and coins stored in bags or handled briefly may develop scratches or dull areas. Even coins that never entered circulation can show light contact marks simply from being transported or counted. Because of this, high-grade 2000p Sacagawea dollars, especially rare varieties, are harder to find than many people assume. Coins with bright, clean surfaces and full luster, free from marks or discoloration, represent only a small portion of the total surviving supply. Early die states also matter. Coins struck from fresh dies have sharper details, stronger lines, and cleaner edges, making them more desirable. Many collectors look for early strikes because they offer a clearer version of the design, especially on the eagle's wings, tail feathers, and body. Another factor that makes 2000 significant is the excitement around the first year of a new coin series. First-year issues often attract more attention, and any unusual die variety from the first year tends to stand out more than similar varieties in later years. Over time, professional grading services have certified only a small number of top-condition 2000p Sacagawea dollars. Fewer still belong to known rare varieties or error categories. These coins become the standout examples, often considered the best available. Collectors who focus on modern U.S. coins know how difficult it is to find a modern coin with both rarity and exceptional preservation. When such a combination appears, demand rises quickly. This is exactly why certain 2000p Sacagawea dollars have reached strong values at auctions and private sales. Among the top examples discovered so far, one rare 2000p Sacagawea dollar with a major variety and extremely high-grade surfaces reached an impressive value of $59,000. Modern coins like this show that rare discoveries don't always come from older dates or historical periods. Sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones that quietly blend into daily life without drawing attention. This is why many collectors continue to recheck their modern dollar coins, knowing that overlooked pieces can still surface. Even a single unusual detail can turn a basic coin into something truly special. And as more collectors learn about these rare varieties, interest in modern dollar coins continues to grow, reminding us that hidden value can appear at any time. Moving on to the third coin of today's find, we have the 2009 Sacagawea dollar, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but hides some remarkable details for collectors. Even though it is relatively modern, certain varieties and minting quirks make this coin highly desirable, especially in pristine condition. The Sacagawea dollar had been in circulation since 2000, but 2009 marked the final year that the original Sacagawea design was used. After this, the mint began issuing the Native American series with new reverse designs each year. For collectors, final year coins often carry extra attention, as they represent the end of a specific design era. The obverse features Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, with her calm, forward-looking gaze. The reverse shows a soaring eagle in flight, continuing the design from previous years. While millions of 2009 dollars were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, only a tiny fraction display unusual characteristics or minting errors that make them stand out. One of the most sought-after varieties from this year is the double-struck reverse. In these coins, the press struck the coin twice, with the second strike slightly misaligned. This creates overlapping details on the eagle's wings, feathers, and even the letters in the date. Coins with this double strike are instantly recognizable to collectors and are extremely limited in number. Another key factor that adds value is early die states. Coins struck from freshly prepared dies show extra sharp details. The eagle's feathers, Sacagawea's hair, the folds of her clothing, and the lettering are all noticeably crisp. Early die state coins are always more desirable because they reflect the mint's original design with maximum clarity. Mint errors also appear in this year's production. Some coins are off-center, with the design shifted toward the rim, leaving part of the border or letters incomplete. Others display die cracks, small raised lines caused by cracks in the metal dies during production. There are also coins with partial missing rims or minor metal irregularities. Each of these errors is rare, and when combined with perfect surfaces, they significantly increase the coin's collector value. Condition is another major consideration. Despite being modern, most 2009 Sacagawea dollars show signs of handling, such as bag marks, scratches, or slight discoloration. Even coins that never circulated may show contact marks from storage, counting, or rolling. Coins with full luster, smooth fields, and no noticeable blemishes are extremely uncommon. Professional grading services have certified only a small number of top-condition 2009 Sacagawea dollars. Among these, very few display either a significant die variety, double strike, or a mint error while remaining flawless. Coins that combine rarity and perfect surfaces become the most coveted pieces in any collection. Collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coins understand that value doesn't just come from age. Even recent coins can hold incredible worth if they carry unusual features, striking detail, and pristine preservation. The 2009 Sacagawea dollar is a perfect example of this principle in action. Among all known 2009 coins, one particular example has stood out. It displays a rare die variety, flawless strike, and untouched surfaces. Its combination of rarity and condition has elevated it to a remarkable status within the collector community. This coin also highlights the broader interest in modern Sacagawea dollars. Many collectors who focus on older coins are often surprised to find that modern coins can reach extraordinary prices, especially when they combine rarity, error, and exceptional condition. Even small differences, like sharper die lines, a slight off-center strike, or an unusual metal mark, can make a huge difference in value. Coins like this 2009 dollar remind collectors to examine their coins carefully and not overlook seemingly ordinary pieces. The market for rare modern coins has grown steadily, with collectors willing to pay high premiums for examples that are scarce, error-free, and well-preserved. High-quality specimens are often snapped up quickly once they appear in auctions or private sales. The story of this coin also shows how promotional or limited-use coins are sometimes more valuable than mass-circulated coins, especially when errors or unusual features occur during production. In terms of market value, this coin has been appraised at $35,000, making it one of the most valuable modern Sacagawea dollars ever discovered. It demonstrates how careful inspection and knowledge can turn an everyday-looking coin into an exceptional collectible. Even coins from recent years, which many people assume are too common to matter, can surprise collectors. Details like a small misalignment, extra sharp die features, or an unnoticed mint error can transform a coin into a prized collectible. The 2009 Sacagawea dollar reminds us that careful observation and patience can reveal extraordinary pieces in the most unexpected places. Finding a coin like this reinforces an important lesson: every coin has a story, and sometimes the most valuable stories are hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone to notice. Collectors who pay attention to these subtle details are the ones who uncover the most extraordinary examples. And finally, this coin is a reminder that even modern coins have the potential to become legendary within collector communities, proving that rarity and condition always matter, no matter the age of the coin. If you enjoyed today's coin finds and want to see more rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Don't forget to leave a comment if you've ever found a coin that surprised you. You never know, your story might inspire the next collector.